Hi everyone, it is Friday, June 7th. Clearly I skipped another day in my Be That Person journey. I think I hit a little bit better this time than I did the last day I skipped earlier this week. Not perfectly. I definitely notice when I skip a day, it is so much easier to tell myself, oh, well, I didn't do the video this morning, so I'll do it a different day. And now, of course, there's somebody pulled up right next to me in the middle of a very open parking lot, so now I feel very self-conscious. But I am going to be that person that continues and figures that most people are probably used to other people talking into a phone at this point, and I'm just going to work with it. And he's walking away. Okay. So, I did get my phone issue cleared up. I got all but I think about 100 pictures off my phone. Well, I should say uploaded to my computer. I haven't gotten them all off my phone yet. I have to do that today. But out of the 1,600 photos and videos, whatever combination of that there was, that I needed to back up someplace else, I did all but 100 and some. And the only reason why I didn't do those is because my computer kept crashing with each of those particular month folders. So I'm thinking there's probably something going on in one of the files that's tripping things up, because the rest of it was going pretty smoothly. And I did continue to go through some more paperwork, which I have so much of it. You figure we have 6 people that live in the household, and my husband and I have been married for 18 years, and I'm dating myself now, but I guess that's okay. And there are times, it feels like sliding windows a little bit. I think there was a movie back in the 90s called Sliding Doors, something with, I want to say Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't think I ever saw it, but I remember the concept was like, and maybe I'm wrong and you can tell me in the comments if anybody ever watches this. It's something about realities and sliding doors, how they change. And I often feel like my life is kind of that way. At least with my motivation, I feel like there are certain windows of time in my life where my motivation level is high and I can do what I want to do. It's just kind of where everything in the universe maybe just clicks so you can get things done. Like a high point in a wave, maybe. And then I feel like there are times that I just don't want to deal with anything. So I know what is important, and I might stuff it in a box someplace to file later. Like I have a whole file cabinet drawer full of scrapbook stuff to do for the kids once they are out of the house, and I kind of feel like their journey here at the house and growing up is done, so that I can, from start to finish, kind of see the whole project and how it would look versus trying to do it each time, if that makes sense. Or the fact that I have the kids save all of their important paperwork and or artwork in a bin throughout the year and try to go through it at the end of the year once the whole picture of the year is done. Same with they have these little things they fill out with important stuff throughout, the year of friends and things they did and stuff like that. So I'm trying to hit that point. I need to better go through things. I'm that way with my email as well. I just cleared, I have so many email addresses from the different lives that I've had. And through the different lives, and by lives I mean careers, jobs, certain things that you have to have certain kind of emails for, you inevitably end up putting that email in some place for something, and then 9 people email you because of that. And the 2 things that I did that, one was run my own business, the other one was be a realtor. Well, you're constantly entering your email address, and everybody wants to market to the business owner or the realtor and sell you stuff, and before you know it, your email address just gets bogged down with tons of spam mail, and you try to unsubscribe from things, and sometimes that works, and sometimes people say, oh, well, it takes up to 2 weeks to get this process done, and then you might forget that anyways. So I would set aside times to really kind of go through my emails where I could just hit the from button and, oh, that's all from this person who's trying to sell me something. Click all the way through, delete. And then unsubscribe if I can. But, even just throughout the course of maybe a month's time for those 2 things, I would get 2,000, 3,000 emails. separate of the things that actually mattered for, my work. And it's constantly a game of just deleting. So I went through the other day and deleted somewhere like 2,000 emails from one email account. I started in another email account to delete more. I have been trying to keep up with things. Neither of those things are active anymore, and haven't been for a very long time. But I've kept the email addresses going, one because it's just attached to our regular internet service provider, and a lot of things that I signed up for the kids when they were really young are there. I don't check it, but maybe once every few months, maybe. And the other one is still technically kind of attached. I'm not doing anything active, but, I could still do referrals, so if anybody tries to reach out to me. So I check that one more regularly. And this really has turned into a vlog of all kinds of sorts. But my point is that when I cleaned out my phone email, which is just it's just a personal email, I got something like 3,000 emails off of there the other day, and I have been trying to go in at the end of each night now and deleting the emails that aren't important. So I'm working on it. I just feel like there's a ton of junk in both physically and mentally, because obviously I know how I look. I want to lose weight. I have done it before. Last year I lost something like 20 pounds through walking, intermittent fasting, low carb combination, and my body just thrived on that. And then we went on vacation, and I thought, well, I'm on vacation, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, and I'll just get back to it when I got back to it. And I did a little bit, but then we had family visit, and that was kind of like another week thrown to just off the shelf. And before I knew it, I was back in my old habits and not walking, and I gained the weight back. And I know that I need to do that again, because I'm not getting any younger, and every year that goes by is going to make it a little harder to do stuff. So physically, mentally, emotionally, all the ways I need to clear my spaces. I need to clear the cobwebs. I need to get the junk off board. I need to just go through, find out what matters to me, what is worth keeping, what is worth focusing on, and actually do it. Don't just set it aside for a later date. Get it done. So that definitely might be that person this week. Now, my update on my last Be That Person vlog, where I said there was a person on my Facebook who had posted about losing her husband, and that it was going to be a very sad month for her. Well, I did reach out to her, and she wrote me back and said that it, definitely, because I probably say way too many times in the message, I don't want this to seem weird. Please don't take this in the wrong way. If this isn't something that you want to do, I totally understand. No pressure. But she wrote back and said, oh, no, not weird at all. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet, but if I do, I'll get back to you. And it didn't seem, it seemed good. So I did a good thing by reaching out. And I'm trying to take signs from the universe about maybe where I should reach out next. And there's so many of them, to the point where I don't want to just reach out to everyone on my friends list about something bad that's happened to them or someone they've lost. There's someone who's lost their son this year who just posted something. There's someone who just lost their father. Someone posted this morning about, it's been 10 years since their mother passed away. And then another friend of mine lost their dog of however many years earlier this week. Because I did think of like an offshoot for pets, because I know pets, to many of us, are like family members and people in our household. It's obviously not quite the same level as the other stuff, but they are still important, and they do still leave a huge huge hole in our hearts when they leave. So, but I don't just want to say, oh, look at that, and then click, because that's not what I want it to be. I just kind of want to, I don't know. Anyways, so I did do that the other day, like I said I was going to do. I am working continually. I felt a little guilty about not uploading something yesterday, and I just decided to get over it because I didn't, and suck it up. You were that person, deal with it. I did order a ring light to hopefully help if I decide to post at home. I also can utilize that because I'm into photography, so it's kind of a dual purpose type thing. Take pictures of the kids and stuff like that. So anyways, that's about it. I'm here. Lots of stress going on. But talking to certain people, I think that's just everybody's life, is just whatever kind of stress you have. There's a lot of uncertainty in my life right now in the direction of which way our lives are going to go, and that is very stressful. And it's been a long time stressful that way, and I'm hoping that maybe it's wrapped up, but I don't want to get my hopes up, if that makes sense. So, and I got another person staring at me. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day wherever, whenever you see this, and I will be back.